Now, the Stanley Cup is just behind us, and that would be bad luck for you to touch that tonight, I gather. Are you superstitious like that?
No, I've never been superstitious. Those situations just happen, but I've never been. I know there's a lot of athletes that are very superstitious. I remember Patrick Roy wouldn't step on the blue line coming back at the end of a period. No, if I walk by the Stanley Cup, I'll touch it because it's always been a pleasure to receive it and to touch it.
We wish the Habs luck tonight for sure. Go Habs, go!
Go Habs, go tonight because I think Canadian has a better team.
Leaf, wing, and flyer. I'm not going to hold that against you, Darryl. Not a lot of love, though, for the Flyers in your heart, I don't imagine.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I hope the Canadians win this series, and not because I'm in Montreal. When I was a young kid growing up, Jean Beliveau was my favorite player. I wore a Montreal Canadiens jersey back in Ontario, and one of the biggest moments in my young career was when I had the opportunity to face off against Jean Beliveau in the Montreal Forum. I was 20 years old. He was 40, 41. I guess it was his last season. So to be invited here to Montreal to be a part of this induction ceremony for Jean, I have a lot of respect for him, and it's a treat to be here. And certainly I'd like to see the Canadians knock off the Flyers.
We're paying tribute tonight to Jean Beliveau and Dickie. I mean, we know here in Montreal what a class act this guy has been, what a terrific athlete. This is a big honor tonight.
Very big, but to a very special person, too. Jean's a big guy as well, and he handles it so well. You know, Jean can fit into any position anywhere. You know, when I had my accident, Jean spent more time with me. It was unbelievable, and I have nothing more to say about him as being such a nice person. He's there when you need him. He's a friend when in need, and he's always there to help people.
There's a huge crush of people at this event tonight. And when Jean Beliveau was sitting where you are, Dickie, just a little while ago and here on the program, Johnny sat down, and in this crush of kids, Jean couldn't see that Johnny was sitting there. And then all of a sudden, with the look of surprise, saw you sitting there. And it must take you back. When you see
feel
Jean.
Good to see him. He didn't know I was hiding that strike, too, because he was busy signing autographs on that, you know. And I don't even know if he knew I was coming. But anyway, I'm so happy and pleased and honored to be here. It's a special occasion for him because I've done quite a few shows with him in Toronto, and he's a gentleman all the way, not only off the ice, but on the ice, too. He's a great hockey player, a great face-off man, and a great competitor. And I'm very, very happy to be here.
All right, guess who's crowding in to your left here?
Hey, Gord.
Mr. Hockey is joining us now. Gordie Howe is just pulling up a chair, and Jean Beliveau tonight. Pretty big night for Jean. Pretty classy guy, isn't he?
Well, he deserved it. I respect him so much. We played an all-star game, a game up in Quebec City, and I'd heard about Jean Beliveau, so I sat there and watched him for a while, and then I jumped on the ice, and he did something rookies do. They went out on their blind side, so he's left-handed, so that's the low side of him, so you can come up within 4 feet of him, he wouldn't see you. So I came up, and he was definitely could have been hit, and I yelled, "Look out, Jean!" And he looked at me and said, "Are you crazy?" So I saw him after the game, and he thanked me. So we became friends right off the bat, and I don't ever recall, other than when I had to hit John. He's too much of a gentleman.
Well, and keep your elbows down tonight then, and do it upright for him. We're going to find out the latest from Philadelphia in just a moment. And can I get a Go Habs Go out of you?
I'm sorry?
Can I get a Go Habs Go out of you? Despite your allegiance to the Wings?
Well, I don't get paid anymore, so I'm...
I'll take that as a no.
That's a no.